Welcome to Reach for the Top. My name is Ryan Vickers, and I'm your host for this Ontario Provincial semifinal match between Glebe Collegiate Institute from Ottawa and Assumption Catholic Secondary School from Burlington, Ontario. Let's bring you up to speed on what happened and how they got here. Glebe went 5-0 in the provincial tournament and defeated Sir Frederick Banting Secondary School from London in the quarterfinals, while Assumption went 4-1 in the provincial tournament and reached a semifinal by defeating Tannenbaum Chat from North York in the first round and London Central Secondary School in the quarterfinals. We'll meet today's teams in a few moments, but for now, players, it's a snap start to round one. These are general knowledge questions open to all players. Good luck, everyone. How many rings are there in the molecular structure of testosterone?
Lucas.
7.
That's incorrect. Testosterone and estrogen. Other side?
Any guesses?
Caleb, go.
Caleb.
4.
4 is correct.
Nice.
What team won their 2018 FIFA World Cup quarterfinals?
Stefan.
France.
No, I will finish for Glebe. Against Sweden with goals from Dele Alli and
Micah.
England.
that is correct.
Good job.
What Spanish word refers to a short nap often taken?
Catherine.
Siesta?
Yes, often a passion of many high school students. The provinces of Gauteng, Limpopo, and
Micah.
South Africa.
they're in South Africa, that's correct. Klaipeda and Kaunas are major cities in what Baltic?
Micah.
Lithuania.
That is correct. The speaker yearns for a beaker of the warm south in what John Cates poem addressed to a light-winged dryad of the trees?
Catherine.
Firebird?
That's incorrect. Anyone on Glebe?
Caleb.
Peach.
Ode to a Nightingale.
Caleb.
Ode to a Nightingale.
Pardon me, Caleb?
Ode to a Nightingale.
That is correct for 10. We'll now move over to assigned questions. Today's category is sunken ships. We'll introduce our 8 players during this round. In this round, each member of each team is assigned a 10-point question. If you miss yours, your counterpart on the opposing team will have a chance at it for 10 points. We'll start with Glebe from Ottawa. Team A, Liz, the captain. You'll get the first question. Liz loves knitting, and here is your question. The British sank the ARA General Belgrano during what war, resulting in the Sun newspaper publishing the headline, "Gotcha," on its front page? Liz?
Gulf War.
No, that's incorrect. Lucas?
World War I.
No, it's the Falklands War. Move on to Caleb, who likes math. Caleb, here's your question. Over 1,100 people died when what British passenger liner was sunk by a U-boat in a major diplomatic controversy?
The Lusitania.
That is correct for 10. Well done. Moving on to Micah, enjoying playing video games. And for the purpose of this, I'm going to think he only plays Tetris, but here we go. The HMS Erebus and HMS Terror sank during what explorer's expedition intended to discover the Northwest Passage?
Franklin.
That's correct, Micah, for 10. And finally, Stuart, who is a big fan of capybaras, which, if you're wondering, is a South American rodent, has this 10-point question. The sinking of the Sewol ferry that killed 299 people, including many high school students, caused a major controversy for Park Geun-hye in what country?
South Korea.
That's correct. We'll now move over to Assumption Burlington. Captain Lucas is up first in seat 1 and likes to watch Formula 1, and here is his 10-point question. The sinking of what ship in Havana became a common rallying cry in favor of the Spanish-American War, urging Americans to remember this ship?
Maine.
That is correct. Moving on to Stefan, who likes jigsaw puzzles, with this 10-point question. In 1985, French spies sunk which environmental organization ship, the Rainbow Warrior, which was on its way to protest nuclear weapons in Auckland Harbor, pardon me.
Greenpeace.
That's correct. Moving on to Aiden, who has 10 Fortnite wins, which statistically is 10 more than I have, with this 10-point question. The Empress of Ireland sank in which country its deadliest maritime disaster?
Canada.
That's correct for 10. And finally, Catherine, who's been to 46 countries, has this question. When it sank, the Titanic was owned by which company, whose chairman J. Bruce Ismay survived the disaster?
Gold Star?
That's incorrect. Stuart?
White Star Line.
That's correct for 10. Players, back on your buzzers. Moving on to a Who Am I question. This question is worth 40 points if you guess the answer on the first clue and 10 points less with each succeeding clue until either team answers the question correctly. Both teams for 40 points in clue A. Mahatma Gandhi's nonviolent philosophy of Satyagraha was inspired by my religious book, The Kingdom of God is Within You. Who am I for 40 points?
Lucas.
Buddha.
No, that's incorrect. Anyone quickly on Glebe?
Sing.
Go.
Sing.
Stuart.
Sing.
That's incorrect. Clue B for 30 points, both teams. A great comet that appears as an omen in one of my novels.
Catherine.
Haley.
Noah finished for Glebe, forms the basis for a 2016 Broadway musical, Who Am I for 30?
Francis Bacon.
Go for just try it.
Caleb.
Bacon.
Pardon me?
Bacon.
That's incorrect. Clue C for 20. After having an affair with a military officer who races the horse Frou-Frou, the title woman commits.
Caleb.
Tolstoy.
Tolstoy is correct for 20
Nice.
points. Well done.
Nice.
Good job.
And I would love to own a horse named Frou-Frou. What am I question? Same format as before, worth 40 points going down to 10. Both teams for 40. Clue A. The characters Nag and Nell each live inside of me in one of Samuel Beckett's play Endgame.
Caleb.
Trash bin.
That is correct for 40 points.
Good
Well done.
stuff.
Nice.
Omen questions. Back both teams on the buzzer for reading music. How many horizontal lines are in a single?
Micah.
5.
Yes, that is correct. What is the name for a line above or below a musical?
Micah.
A ledger line.
That's correct. A treble clef is a stylized version of which letter?
Micah.
G.
Pardon me?
G.
That's correct. From what language do the words represented by dynamic symbols such as?
Micah.
Italian.
Well done. Congratulations.
Nice.
Hey, let's go.
Open question on air travel. The 2010 eruption of a volcano in which country?
Lucas.
Iceland.
That's correct. Which travel site's logo is a yellow aircraft diagonally across?
Lucas.
Expedia.
That is correct for 10. In 2019, which airline rebranded itself and claims to be Canada's only independent ultra-low?
Catherine.
Air Canada.
That's incorrect. I'll finish for Glebe. Low-cost carrier.
Maybe Porter.
Yeah.
Porter.
Liz.
Sorry. Porter.
That's incorrect. Flair Airlines. Open question on shells. What material is produced by some mollusks and used as
Liz.
Mother of pearl.
correct?
Nice.
What insecticide has been largely blamed for the decline?
Micah.
DDT.
Correct, and thank you for not making me say the whole word. What coloring of cats is similar to a calico, but with no white patches?
Turtle
Even.
shell.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Anyone on Glebe?
I think it's like tortoiseshell.
Liz.
Tortoiseshell.
That's correct. And that sound means it's the end of the round. We'll confirm our score with our judges and be back right after this. Welcome back to Reach for the Top. Our scores at the end of round one are Glebe of Ottawa, 220, and Assumption of Burlington, 60. A lot of questions still to play. Here we go. Snappers to start round two. These are general knowledge questions open to both teams. What is the demonym used for inhabitants of Halifax?
Catherine.
Haligonians.
That is correct for 10. The Blue and White Nile meet near what?
Micah.
Khartoum.
Yes, they do meet near there. What gemstone is associated with an invasive species of ash borer?
Liz.
Emerald.
That's correct. Name either of the animals that named a class of warriors in the Aztec army.
Stefan.
Jaguar.
Correct, or an eagle. What term refers to baseball players such as Mickey Mantle, who bat both right-handed,
Stefan.
Ambidextrous.
It's
No.
switch hitter, guys.
right-handed and left-handed?
I'm
Nice.
buzzing.
Yep.
Glebe.
Liz.
Switch hitter.
Yes.
Nice.
Pairs of Jaeger co-pilots battle sea monsters known as kaiju in what Guillermo del Toro movie?
Micah.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone on Assumption?
Yeah, it is.
Don't know.
Catherine.
Shape of water.
That's incorrect. It was Pacific Rim. In this two-part team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly the 10-point scramble question in part 1 is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. Scramble for 10 points, all players in it. What comes in lignite, anthracite, subbituminous, and
Catherine.
Carbon.
more, please? More specific?
Coal.
That is correct for 10 points. Well done. The remaining questions deal with coal. They will go to Assumption of Burlington. Assumption, you can all have your microphones on if you do not already, and I'll accept an answer from Lucas. Lucas, I will prompt for it, okay?
All right.
Here we go. Just for Assumption, these are 10-point questions. Which of the 3 classes of rock does coal belong to?
Sedimentary?
Sure.
Lucas.
Sedimentary.
Is correct for 10.
Yeah.
What decayed organic material comes in bogs and is the precursor to coal?
Peat.
Peat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Answer, please.
Peat.
That's correct. Peat is correct. And
Yeah.
finally, what country is the world's largest importer of coal?
China.
Yeah.
Is that China? Okay.
Lucas.
China.
Correct. All right. Another set of team questions. We start with a scramble for all players for 10 points. A white infinity symbol on a solid blue.
Micah.
Métis.
Oh, well done, you.
Nice.
Good job,
Micah.
What indigenous people is the Métis?
Good
So that means the remaining questions that deal with the Métis go to Glebe. You can open up your microphones and we'll take an answer for Liz. I will prompt for it. Okay, Liz?
All right.
What Métis rebellion led to the creation of the province of
Red River
Manitoba?
Rebellion.
Red River.
Rebellion. Yep.
Go ahead,
Liz.
Liz.
Red River Rebellion.
Correct. Who commanded the Métis forces at the battles of Duck Lake and Fish Creek during the Northwest Rebellion?
Dumont.
Dumont. Okay.
Liz.
Dumont.
Correct. Finally, Michif, a language unique to the Métis, primarily borrows words from French and what first
Free.
Okay.
language?
Liz.
Cree.
That is correct.
Nice.
Good job, Micah. Thank you.
The final of our team questions, once again, a scramble for 10 for both teams. A shop called Mimi's Variety in the Moss Park neighborhood of Toronto was used to film exterior shots for what CBC sitcom?
Liz.
Kim's Convenience.
That is correct.
Good.
Nice.
Questions go to Glebe, and here we go. We'll take an answer from Liz. What Canadian actor and star of Shang-Chi and the
Amelia.
Legend of the Ten Rings plays Jung on the show?
It's Simu like Lia. I don't know how to pronounce it though.
Simu Liu, say.
Lia. Okay.
Answer?
Liz.
Simu Lia.
Correct.
Like okay. Yeah.
What daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kim
Janet.
studies photography at OCAD?
Janet. I'm gonna buzz.
Liz.
Janet.
Correct. Finally, what iconic 3-word phrase does Appa use as a send-off to customers at the store?
Like okay. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Answer, please?
Liz.
Have a good day.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, see you.
Mm.
Open question on chemists. This is for both teams. Everyone's back in it. A commonly used type of conical flask is named after which German?
Catherine.
Erlenmeyer.
Yes. The inverse relationship between pressure and volume is described as which chemist's law?
Caleb.
Oil.
That's correct. Element 101 was named for what inventor of the...
Catherine.
Seaborg.
No, I'll finish for Glebe. Inventor of the modern periodic table.
Yep.
Mendeleev.
Caleb.
Mendeleev.
Correct. What Russian co-discoverer of the aldol condensation is better
Catherine.
known?
Seaborg.
No, I'll finish for Glebe. Is better known as the composer of works such as In the Steppes of Central Asia.
Caleb.
Worden, I think.
Go.
Yep.
Go.
Caleb.
Worden.
Correct.
Nice.
Open question on sounds like a Greek letter. I'll give you a definition. You'll need to provide the word that is a homophone with a Greek letter in its standard English pronunciation. First, an action synchronized by the efforts of a coxswain.
Liz.
Row.
Correct. A breath that can signify annoyance or relief.
Catherine.
Sigh.
Yes. A dish with pastry dough and filling.
Micah.
Pie.
Yes. Tasty. A creature of Japanese folklore that takes on the appearance.
Liz.
Pardon me?
Kappa.
That is correct. Moving on to open questions on physical properties. I'd like to identify these next questions, the physical properties based on their description. The ability of a material to be hammered into a thin sheet.
Catherine.
Malleability.
Correct. The ability of a material to be stretched into a wire.
Liz.
Ductability.
Judges?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Other
it's
side?
ductility.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
ductility.
Yep.
Catherine.
Ductility.
Yes. The ability of a material to return to its original shape when it is distorted.
Elasticity.
Yes. Open question, US states and film. The main characters traveled between Minnesota and what other state in the movie Fargo?
Aiden.
North Dakota.
Correct. Travis Henderson originally plans to travel to Paris in which state before driving to the nearby Houston instead?
Micah.
Texas.
Yes. Starring Zach Braff and Natalie Portman, which 2004 indie drama's title refers to New Jersey.
Aiden.
Garden State.
That's correct for 10. And that wonderful little jingle means that our round is done. We'll check our scores with the judges and be back with more reach right after this. Welcome back to Reach for the Top. Our scores heading into round 3 are Glebe 400, Assumption 180. We're now going to move into chain snappers to start the third round. These are open to both teams. In these questions, the answers to one question forms the subject of the next. Here we go, both teams, for 10 points. What ancient Alexandrian mathematician is known as the father of geometry?
Caleb.
Euclid.
Euclid is correct. There is an infinite number of what, according to
Caleb.
Prime numbers.
Pardon me?
Prime numbers.
That is correct. According to Euclid theorem, there are an infinite number of prime numbers. What former bookstore operates the Prime streaming service?
Stuart.
Amazon.
Yes, it is Amazon. What superhero is the daughter of Hippolyta?
Liz.
Wonder Woman.
Yes, the Queen of the Amazons is Wonder Woman. A book set in Airstrip 1 and the 2020 sequel,
Stuart.
1984.
they both share what four-digit name of 1984. And finally, in this category, what former Minnesota senator failed to defeat Ronald Reagan in the presidential?
Lucas.
Walter Mondale.
It was Mondale in 84, that's correct. Open questions, both teams on music festivals. The Empire Polo Club in Indio, California is home to what massive annual musical festival
Lucas.
held every...
Coachella.
That is Coachella. The Parc Jean Drapeau is the setting for what annual festival in Montreal?
Catherine.
No.
Anyone on Glebe?
Oh,
Was just guess.
my friend wants me to go.
Liz.
Hyperfest. I don't know.
No, I would go to that though. Osheaga.
Okay.
Max Yasgur leased one of his farms.
Liz.
Burning Man.
No, I'll finish for Assumption. Farms fields to be used as the setting for what legendary music festival?
Woodstock. That's Woodstock.
Yeah.
1969.
Lucas.
Woodstock.
Correct.
Sorry.
Every year since 2005, Lollapalooza has been held in Grant Park, in which city?
Aiden.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. Open question on Renaissance art. A bronze statue by Donatello and,
Caleb.
David.
yes, they're both David, well done. The convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan contains what fresco by,
Caleb.
Last Supper.
yes, by Leonardo da Vinci. Jules Michelet coined the term Renaissance based on what Florentine set of artists?
Catherine.
Da Vinci.
No, I'll finish for Glebe. Set of artist biographies typically known as the lives.
Plutarch.
Plutarch.
Caleb.
Plutarch.
No, it's Giorgio Vasari. What two people, one with his finger pointing upward and the other with his...
Caleb.
Adam and God.
No, I'll finish. I'll finish for Assumption. And the other with his hand facing down represent their opposing philosophies at the center of Raphael's The School of Athens.
Is it
You like Aristotle?
Plato and Socrates?
Sure.
Anyone?
Sure.
Aristotle and Diogenes. Oh.
Catherine.
Aristotle and Plato.
That's correct for 10. We now have the shootout. In this shootout, when a player answers a question correctly, they are out and may no longer buzz. The first team to get all 4 players out receives 40 points. Up to 12 questions we read. At the end of the 12 questions, if neither team has had each player get a question right, no points will be awarded. Players, please remember that no communication, whether verbal or nonverbal, is permitted in this. That includes prompting other players to answer a question. Good luck to everyone. Who succeeded Angela Merkel as Chancellor of Germany in December of
Stuart.
20?
Olaf Schultz.
That is correct, and you are out for now, Stuart. What degenerative brain disease, often suffered by football and hockey?
Stefan.
CTE.
Pardon me?
CTE.
That is correct, and you are out. Sola El Wiley and others were involved in uncovering the racist payment tendencies. What food magazine? Nope, that was Bon Appetit. Sorry, out of time now. Odysseus confronts Scylla and what other creature on either side of a
Micah?
mirror?
Dude, I'm really sorry if this was.
No, I'm sorry, I'll finish for anyone on Assumption without consultation. What other creature on either side of a narrow waterway in the Odyssey?
Eden.
A centaur?
No, it's Charybdis. What song includes the lyrics like "This never-ending road to cavalry" and is the Act 1 finale of Les Miserables?
Micah.
I don't know why I keep buzzing.
Sorry, anyone on Assumption?
Catherine.
I have a dream.
No, it's One Day More, aka what teachers sing on the second last day of school. On what continent could you find fertile lowlands called the Pampas?
Micah.
South America.
That is correct. And you are done. Just for now, at least. In meters, what is the side length of a square field that has an area of 1 hectare?
Caleb.
Oh, 10 meters.
That's incorrect. Anyone on Assumption?
Lucas.
100 meters.
100 meters is correct. And you are out for now. What word can either refer to fishing gear or to what a defending football player might do to the player with...
Liz.
Tack.
Pardon me?
Tack.
No, that's incorrect. I'll finish. Hit the ball. Anyone on
Catherine?
Assumption?
Tackle.
Pardon me?
Tackle.
That is correct. Players compete by hitting cross-shaped and colored arrows with their feet while on a dance stage in what music video game dance series?
Eden.
Just Dance?
That's incorrect. Anyone on Glebe?
Liz.
Melody.
No, it's called Dance Dance Revolution. Which Chinese dynasty's first emperor was Kublai Khan in 1271?
Caleb.
The Yuan.
That is correct. And if you're playing along at home, we have a few questions left, and we have Liz and Aiden left to go. What breakthrough ABBA hit was voted in 2005 as the best submission in Eurovision history?
Aiden.
Fernando?
No. Anyone on Glebe, aka Liz?
Liz.
Money, money, money.
No, it was Waterloo. By population, what is the largest city in New Brunswick?
Aiden.
Longton?
Correct for 40 points.
Nice.
Well done. Went right down to the wire there. And
All
we're
right.
now going to move to snappers. These are general knowledge questions to end the game. Good luck to both teams. In inches, name any of the 3 most common sizes of vinyl record diameter.
Lucas.
9-inch.
That's incorrect. Anyone on Glebe?
14 or
11 maybe?
17? Oh, 11, yeah.
Oh,
Liz.
11?
No, I needed 7 or 10 or 12. Right in the middle of it. Which form of non-ceremonial Jewish braided bread can come in chocolate or cinnamon?
Liz.
Challah?
No, that's incorrect. Anyone on Glebe? Or sorry, Assumption?
I have no clue.
Death of Bud.
Nothing.
It is babka.
Oh.
Lycra is another word for what material, which is an anagram of the word expands?
Catherine.
No.
No, anyone in Glebe?
Oh,
Micah.
Rubber.
No, spandex. Kluane National Park, Mount Logan.
Micah.
Yukon.
That's correct, as well as Whitehorse are found in Yukon. Lines with the same slope have what geometric relationship?
Caleb.
Parallel.
They are parallel, correct. When I Consider How My Light Is Spent is a poem by what English author reflecting on his imminent blindness?
Caleb.
Tennyson.
That's incorrect. Anyone on Assumption?
Is it Dylan?
Sure.
Aiden.
Dylan?
No, John Milton. What James Bond film, the third to star Daniel Craig, features Javier Bardem as Raul Silva,
Stefan.
No Time to Die.
Noel Finish, and has a theme song written by Adele?
Skyfall.
Skyfall. Yeah.
Liz.
Skyfall.
Correct. What longtime FIFA president was banned in 2015 after?
Stefan.
Bladder.
Yes. What deep-fried balls of ground chickpeas are often served as a vegetarian option?
Liz.
Falafel.
Yes, and oh so tasty. What is the hypotenuse of a right triangle with sides of 7 units and 24 units?
Caleb.
25.
25 is correct.
Nice.
The Preakness Stakes are held in which city in Maryland?
Micah.
Annapolis.
That's incorrect. Anyone on Assumption?
The other one.
Baltimore?
I guess. Okay. Love.
Lucas.
Baltimore.
Correct for 10. What plant does Loki trick Hod into kidding?
Micah.
Mistletoe.
That's correct. Which military commander was victorious at the battles of Issus and Gaugamela?
Micah.
Alexander the Great.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice.
What word can mean able to pay one's debts or a substance into which another is dissolved?
Caleb.
Solvent.
That's correct. And that's the end of the game. And our judges have confirmed the final scores: Glebe 550, Assumption 290. Well done to both teams. Congratulations, Glebe. You will be moving on to the provincial final. Assumption, thank you so much. You did a great job in this year's tournament. My name is Ryan Vickers. This has been Reach to the Top, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.